So Villa beat Wolves by a late penalty, and all the big teams going for the title have dropped points. So we're going to start with Villa, my team. Pretty boring game. A game stop-start. So many yellow cards. Mike Dean, bloody... his arms must have ached the amount of yellow cards he gave. Both teams ended up getting a player sent off, Douglas Luiz and Moutinho. But we won a late penalty and we scored it. We won 1-0. Pretty boring game, but we'll take it. We've won the derby. We've got bragging rights, you know what I mean. But I'll be honest, we was pretty shocking. Wolves dominated the game. They should have scored. Without Emi Martinez, we would have 100% lost that. If that was Nyland in goal, it would have been 3-4-0. He's got bloody holes in his hand, Nyland does. But Emi Martinez, he's a god in goal. Top 3 keepers in the league. Easy. He's bloody amazing. Covered in every single angle. I don't know how Arsenal let him go. They bloody need him there because they can't score and they're letting in so many goals. But Emi Martinez, man of the match, 100%. So good in goal. He saved us. Good penalty. But a game really of just yellow cards and dirty tackling. And as well, I just want to say real quick, I hope Gilbert plays next match because he was on the bench for, I think, the first time this season. Freddie Gilbert, who I think is probably as good as Matty Cash. He had a bad game. Play him against Burnley, see how he does. He was in the under-23s team, so he got some experience there. And I hope he's in the team because Frederick Gilbert is probably, I'd say, their best right back. Yeah, you can argue with me, I don't give a shit. Frederick Gilbert, for me, way better than Matty Cash. I thought we bought him for bloody attacking. He's done nothing. Villa boys win again against the bloody shitty Wolverhampton. Oh, yo. Aston Villa. Not bloody Wolves. Everywhere you go now, baby, I see the sun is shining. Okay, moving on. We're now going to Man United derby. That was bloody boring. I'd rather watch paint dry. Pep Guardiola, biggest fraud in the game. How has he managed to draw 0-0? And I'm watching the game. They didn't manage anything. It was looking like Man U were more likely to score than them. They were just passing around the pitch. They missed Aguero. De Bruyne couldn't really create anything. They had that one good chance with Mahrez. But Man U, on the other hand, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer was just literally trying not to lose that game. He should have won that. If he'd have gone more attacking, put Van der Beek on and teams like that, players like that, he would have 100% scored a goal. They bloody did it last year 3 times. And I think Guardiola, to be fair, he's like, can improve the creme de la creme players. So there's, say, Messi, who's the creme de la creme. Guardiola made him extra creamy. You know what I'm saying? Like Busquets, all them players. There was already great players. The same with Bayern Munich. The same with City, really. De Bruyne, he's made him more spicy, more creamy. And but then he's lost leaders like Company and stuff. He can't rebuild teams like a Klopp can, like a Mourinho can. Mourinho can find gems, buy players who he knows are going to do the nitty-gritty for him. Klopp, with Robertson, buying him from Hull, no one would have expected him to be the best left back in the world. So, Guardiola, man, the only reason he's not getting sacked is because there's no one better City can get. But, in my opinion, he's a load of shit. And I'm saying this, City fans, you deserve it. Because all the oil money you've spent over the last 15 years, you deserve to probably, hopefully, not get top 4. I hope the top 4 is Liverpool, Spurs, Leicester, United. Let's have that. But Pep the Baldy seems to have run out of tactics. And in the end, the best thing about the game was they all decided to love each other. Maguire giving Stones a big hug. Yes, we're both the worst defenders in the league. Thanks, Stones, for making so many mistakes. I've got your back, son. I can make even worse mistakes. And then bloody Fernandinho looked like he's going to bloody give Martial a kiss for accidentally fouling him. Ooh. Like, what's got the Villa? Compare the Villa versus Wolves to that. That was an absolute crap match. But that was such a boring game. I'd rather watch bloody paint dry. Okay, so now we're moving on to the Spurs match. They dropped points. I thought they played really well the first half. Harry Kane scored a goal which was dodgy by the keeper, but he did keep them in the game. And there was amazing saves that he made after that and before that. But I think the thing with Spurs, he bloody did it against Crystal Palace. They're 1-0 up. They look like they could score every time they attack. Then, half-time goes, it's like Mourinho's gone, all right, lads, it's 1-0. Let's keep a clean sheet. We're going to all 8 of us, all 11 players, just sit at the back in our own half, and they dropped too deep. Like, they was always on their own box. It was a bit crap. And the fans for Palace, if you watch the game, there was proper jeering them on. They hit the post, they hit the bar, and you could just see it coming because Mourinho's a bit dodgy in that way. When it's 1-0, you want another goal, really. And he was sitting back, and the Palace fans really spurred it on. It was a good goal by Schlupp. Lloris error. I mean, that's why he's not quite in the world class category, is he? He's not that good because he's always got that mistake in him. But overall, it didn't prove costly because Liverpool, moving on to another world class keeper, Alisson, they ended up dropping points as well. They should have lost, if I'm being honest. Alisson pulled out save after save after save. He's proving why he's probably the best keeper in the world. And Liverpool was shocking the first half. Yet again, I think the fans for Fulham had an effect. It's first game back for Fulham with fans, so they'd want to prove something. There's fighting for every ball in the first half, and it could have been 2 or 3 if it weren't for Alisson. Then the second half, Liverpool started to get into their groove. And it's really weird, Liverpool. Some games, I think, yeah, they're going to run away with it again like they did last season. Then other games, I'm thinking, they could have a Villa moment here, like 7-2 again. Not that gosh, but they could lose by 3 or 4 goals. They're a bit dodgy, and now they ain't got Jota. It's going to spice things up for the Prem. You got Leicester winning as well. Maddison, what a goal. They're 1 point behind everyone, and that now makes Spurs versus Liverpool huge. Who's going to win it? If Mourinho plays the same way he has against City, Arsenal, where he sits back, I think if Liverpool keep like Fabinho back, like a CDM back, and just cover for Son and Harry Kane with the counter, they're going to win it because Liverpool are used to teams sitting back, breaking teams down. That's all that Spurs did last year, where they lost 2-1 and 1-0. Liverpool have their fans as well. They've got that unbeaten record, haven't they, where they haven't lost in ages. The fans will cheer them on. So I think Liverpool will win this 2-0, but the title race ain't over there. Liverpool I still see having the edge over everyone, but there's still Spurs, Leicester, Chelsea have still got a chance now that everyone else has dropped points. But I don't see City competing in it, if I'm honest. One result that didn't surprise me was Arsenal losing 1-0. They are shocking. Every team's beating them at the moment. They're just a easy path to 3 points. They're crap. Aubameyang, everyone said if Aubameyang stops scoring, Arsenal are in relegation form, and that is what they are now. Arteta is crap. It's like the wall crumbled so long ago with Arsene Wenger. People have tried to put the bricks together. It hasn't really worked. Arteta has put a few more bricks together when he first came, winning the FA Cup and stuff. But then the holes are still there. People are still getting through. And in the end, the brick walls crumbled. They're just like... I hate watching Arsenal. I watched them against Leeds. They're so boring because all they do... They're worse than Mourinho. At least Mourinho counters and his game plan typically works. He always wins. Arteta is... Let's just defend. Aubameyang can't score. We ain't got a goal scorer. The most creative player is sitting at home, earning 350 grand a week, tweeting about Piers Morgan, having an argument with him. And really, the players at Arsenal, they're there for the money, aren't they? They're there for the lifestyle. Whereas you look at Liverpool, players like Mane, Salah, they want to win trophies. Even Chelsea, they've signed people like Werner, Havertz on big contracts, but they want to win trophies and they're playing much better than Arsenal. Won't be surprised if they end up coming like 14th or something. They won't get relegated, obviously, but you never know. It's Arsenal. Anything could happen. They was all buzzing, weren't they, about the win against Man U, bloody AFT. Take your time with it. Yeah, take your time with it, Aubameyang, because you've only scored, 2 goals since your contract, and one of them was a bloody own goal. Well done, Fal. If Brighton, I hope Brighton pick up, and Fulham are doing well, they could easily get dragged into a relegation battle. Southampton will demolish them. Danny Ings, James Ward-Prowse, all of them. I can see that being 3-0 Southampton. The fans as well. For certain teams, they are making a massive difference. You could, as I said, the Fulham fans, Crystal Palace fans, and even the Southampton fans, they do make a difference in like spurring the players on. Oh yeah, and I forgot the main point. Xhaka decided, thought he must have been playing in WWE because he decided to chokeslam bloody Ashley Westwood, and then you've got AFTV complaining that it's not a red card. He clearly grabs him by the throat. I wouldn't be surprised if he ends up chokeslamming him and then he gets annoyed when he is sent off. It was a load of crap, really. Like, half the Arsenal players would rather probably do better as well in a wrestling ring. That bloody El Lenny ended up pushing Tarkowski in the face as well. I don't know how he didn't get sent off. But overall, Arsenal crap. And the results this week were very boring, really. 1-0s, 1-1s. The only decent one was Leicester's result. That Maddison goal was great. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, and I'll see you in the next video.